How to stockpile the only things worth hoarding when the world has ended. The stores are ash, and your neighbor's eyeing your shed like it's Fort Knox. The grid's dead, the shelves are empty, currency? Worthless. What's left is barter, blood, and the stuff you were smart enough to hide before everyone else figured it out. You're not just surviving, you are the economy now. And if you didn't stockpile these cheap, unglamorous, absolutely critical items, you're about to learn why the guy with the lighter is king, and the guy without toilet paper is, well, miserable. No worries, we're hoarding smart. First up, lighters, the true currency of fire. Forget gold, forget crypto. In the wasteland, the person with a working lighter is a god. Fire means warmth, cooked food, sterilization, and a shred of psychological comfort when the nights get cold and the world gets quiet. You don't need one, you need 50. Bic lighters, Zippos, cheap gas station throwaways, it doesn't matter. They're compact, they last, and they're worth their weight in whatever passes for money when cash is just kindling. Pro tip, store them in a waterproof bag. Moisture kills the spark. If you're feeling fancy, a Zippo and some lighter fluid means infinite, and infinite means power. If it lights, you survive. If it doesn't, you're rubbing sticks together like a caveman.
Your call. Next, your backup god, matches. Lighters fail, flint gets wet, but stormproof matches, they burn in wind, rain, and your own despair. Buy them in bulk, store them in ammo cans, mason jars, anything airtight. They don't expire, they don't complain, they just work. And when your neighbor shows up begging for fire, you hand them a single match and watch them realize you're the new Federal Reserve. Number 3, Bleach, the liquid apocalypse survival kit. It's not sexy, it's not tactical, but it is one of the most versatile tools you can hoard. A few drops purify sketchy water. A splash disinfects surfaces, tools, wounds, and the bucket you're now using as a toilet. It kills bacteria, viruses, and the smell of decay. You don't need a swimming pool of it. A few gallons will last you months. Just remember it degrades over time, so rotate your stock. And for the love of survival, don't mix it with ammonia unless you want to create mustard gas in your own bunker. If it smells like a hospital, you're doing it right. Let's talk about bars of soap, the underrated hygiene hero. You use body wash now because it's 2025 and you're civilized. Congrats!
In 6 months, that bottle's empty and you're scrubbing with sand. Bar soap lasts forever. It's compact, it's cheap, and it is barter gold. People will trade food for the ability to not smell like a corpse. Stock up on unscented, lye-based soap. It won't irritate skin when showers are a distant memory. You can even make your own. It's what you'll use to stay human. Finally, contractor-grade trash bags, the duct tape of plastic. These are the unsung heroes of the apocalypse. They aren't just for trash. They're waterproof tarps, they're blackout curtains, they're emergency ponchos. They're other things if it gets really dark. You can seal windows, collect rainwater, store supplies, line a latrine. Buy them by the box, store them flat, and use them for everything. If it's raining and you're dry, thank the trash bag. Look, these aren't the items people dream about when they prep, but survival isn't about the tactical fantasy. It's about the grim reality. It's one with foresight, with boring practicality, and a shed full of the unglamorous essentials that will make you a king when everyone else is just a beggar. Hoard smart. Let's continue with number 6, emergency blankets. You know the ones, those crinkly silver space blankets you find in first aid kits. They cost $1. They weigh less than your phone, and they reflect 90% of your body heat right back at you. In a real cold snap, that single dollar is the line between hypothermia and waking up the next morning. But they're more than just warmth. They're impromptu shelters, they're signaling devices, they're windbreaks. You can line a sleeping bag to boost its rating by 10 degrees. You can tape one over a window to keep the heat in your house. Use them as a ground cover to stay dry. Buy 50 of them, I'm serious. They're so cheap and so incredibly useful that not hoarding them is just bad survival math. Next up, number 7, zip ties, the silent fixers. Zip ties never get the glory, but they hold the world together when duct tape won't stick and rope is too slow. A fence is broken? Zip tie it. The strap on your gear is falling apart? Zip tie. You need to lash a tarp down in a hurricane force wind? You better believe it's a zip tie. They come in every size you can imagine. They're fast, they're brutally permanent, And listen, in a barter economy, a handful of these will be worth their weight in gold for the sheer convenience. Stock assorted sizes, keep them dry, and if somebody asks you why you have 500 zip ties, you just smile and say, you'll see. Number 8, duct tape, the undisputed king of temporary fixers. If zip ties are the silent engineers, duct tape is the loud, works every single time hero. It patches your tarps, it seals leaks in your boots, it holds together literally anything that's falling apart, including sometimes your own sanity. Look, it's not permanent, but in a real disaster, permanent doesn't exist. Temporary is the only thing you've got, and duct tape is the best temporary there is. Just promise me you'll buy the good stuff. The cheap tape peels off in the cold. Quality tape will stick through rain, heat, and existential dread. Moving on to number 9, paracord. This isn't just rope, it's the prepper's best friend. 550 paracord is strong enough to rig a shelter, but soft enough to tie a tourniquet. It's versatile enough to rig a pulley system, hang your food away from bears, or lash together a raft. But here's the secret. It's made of 7 individual inner strands. You pull those out, and you've got fishing line, you've got sutures, you've got tripwire. A single piece of paracord is 8 different tools. Buy it in bulk. Learn a few basic knots.
Store it coiled and dry, because when the world is falling apart, you're going to be the one who knows how to tie it back together. Number 10, flashlights, because darkness is the real enemy. When the grid goes down, darkness becomes an active threat. You can't see who's coming. You can't navigate your own home. A flashlight changes the entire game. And you don't need some $200 tactical beast. You need 10 cheap ones. Stash them everywhere, in your drawers, your bag, your car, your closets. Simple LED flashlights will last forever on a single battery. A hand crank flashlight needs no battery at all. Stock extras. You can trade them for favors. Trust me, in the dark, the person with the light is the person in charge. Which brings us to number 11, batteries. The fuel for everything else. Your flashlights, your radio, your headlamp, medical devices, they all run on batteries. And when the stores are empty and looted, batteries will be the first things to vanish. Stockpile AA, AAA, C, D, and 9 volts. Buy them in bulk. Store them somewhere cool and dry. If you're really smart, you'll invest in rechargeables in a small solar charger. That's infinite power. That's infinite survival. If your flashlight dies in the middle of the night because you didn't stock batteries, you deserve the dark. Finally, number 12, hand sanitizer, the invisible shield. When the water stops running and soap is a luxury, hand sanitizer is your immune system's last line of defense. It kills germs without a drop of water. It prevents infection when hospitals are just a memory and antibiotics are a myth. Buy small bottles to trade. Buy the big jugs to refill them. And remember this, alcohol-based sanitizer is flammable. In a real pinch, it's a fire starter. It's simple. If your hands are clean, your chances are better. These 12 things, they aren't glamorous. They aren't tactical. They won't make you look like some hero from a movie. But they are the razor-thin line between surviving and suffering, between being self-sufficient and being desperate. They are the difference between being the person people come to for help and the person everyone avoids. Stockpile them now, hoard them quietly. And when the world finally goes sideways, you'll be the one with fire, light, and leverage. The lighter sparks, the tape holds. The world keeps turning, barely. But you're still standing. Congratulations, you hoarded smart.